like to push your luck
Yeah.
here. I like it a lot, especially in like once per long rest kind of encounters. Like it can be fun. The base level of just being like maximizing at level fireball is gonna feel cool. You'd be like, I don't even need to roll. Just like, what's 10 times 6? Oh, 60. Great. Everything takes 60 damage. No questions asked. That's a lot of damage. It's like doubling the damage of your average fireball. That's powerful. That's useful. The fact that you can use it more is fun. It's a gimmick you'll engage with once or twice and be like, I just killed myself. I should not do this again that way.
Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we're taking another whiz. Today we cover the Evocation Wizard subclass.
I hope you're proud of this intro.
I am.
Good.
All right.
I think Evocation is the subclass you play when you don't want to do. You just want to worry about figuring out wizard spells, and you don't want to worry about anything else because you don't have to when you play an Evocation Wizard. It really is like you don't mind any of the features, you can ignore most of them, and there's going to be very little decisions you have to make based off of these features, which is nice. It's nice that
Yeah.
there is a simple on-ramp kind of option like this.
And some
I
of these
don't.
are kind of cool.
Yeah. I, Once you get to the top upper level stuff, I think things get a little bit slightly more interesting. I don't think they get better, but they get more interesting. But we can just dive in, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so you can start with the Savant feature, Evocation Savant. All these have never mattered. Golden time you spend to copy Evocation spells into your book is halved. Sure, whatever. Moving on. The reason it doesn't matter is because most players and groups that I have played and have seen and have ever heard of have never once engaged with this system because wizards get enough spells. They get enough. They get too many, maybe. So just, but hey, if you got it, sure, whatever. Free some gold. Get some free gold, whatever. The actual second feature you get that matters is Sculpt spells. Second level, you can create pockets of relative safety within the effects of your evocation spells, which does look really cool. When you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. The creature chosen automatically succeeds on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage if they would normally take half damage on a successful save. This is what that one sorcerer meta magic wishes it was.
Careful spell? Yeah.
Yeah, this is what careful spell probably should read.
Yes.
But you just get it as sculpt spells, which is convenient. I find the reality of sculpt spells is that you don't normally need it, and normally you can fire off as many big explosive spells as you want with very little actual, like, you have to give up very little to do it as far as spacing, choosing where characters are, choosing where allies are. You're normally able to hit most of the monsters that you want to hit, if not all of them, and no party members consistently. This lets you
That
turn your
has
brain off
not been the
even.
case in games that I've played.
Really?
Yes.
I don't.
We're constantly fireballing our own members.
I have a hard time envisioning how that occurs, but sure. I guess they're just like getting dogpiled and you go, well, screw Bill.
Or we're dogpiling them, whatever. Just the wizard wants to cast a fireball and we're in his way. It's happening.
Sure. My experience may be different than many others. I don't rate sculpt spells that highly for the reasons of my experiences, and I'm going to continue to do that just because I don't know if I should change how I feel about how people play D&D based off how your table plays D&D, just because I know your general vibe of Sorcerer the Sorcerer and how those tables tend to go. That's not to say it's playing wrong. It's just playing not in a way that I find, not a way that I would normally play, is how I will frame that. Fair?
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm not here to tell you how to play either.
Exactly. That's what actually part of the beautiful thing about this game is you can play it in a million different ways with a million different people, and they can be different every single time, and everyone can sculpt the experience they want, and that's great. That's what RPGs are best at.
A lot in the comments. Yeah. Have you ever played this game before? You guys are playing it wrong.
Yeah. Yes. So are you. No one has ever played this game correctly. It's never happened. The designers haven't played this game right. There isn't a right way to play D&D. That's kind of the glory of it. But anyway, that comes back around to say, small spells, your mileage may vary. I have not found it to be particularly challenging to be like, all right, I'll just sculpt it so that it just goes right around the 3 party members and hits everything we want to hit. Other times you might be like, well, 3 of my teammates just dogpiled 12 enemies, whatever, they can take some damage. This says
Yeah.
they don't have to take damage now. So hey, that's upside.
You know, I've never been in a game where anyone tried to sculpt or careful spell when they did that, so it would have been nice.
Well, they ask them next time to play an Evocation Wizard. Potent Cantrip is what you get at 6th level, so that we say that the clerics get this at 8th level, and this says that starting at 6th level, your damaging cantrips affect even creature. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of potent spellcasting or something. This is different. Your damage cantrips can affect even if creatures avoid the brunt of the effect. When a creature succeeds on a saving throw against a cantrip, the creature takes half the cantrip's damage, if any, but suffers no additional effects on the cantrip. This is a way. You can ignore all this text. Doesn't matter. Because if you're using cantrips for damage, chances are they're firebolt. And if they're firebolt, that's an attack roll, baby. This does stone nothing. Stone nothing.
Oh. I mean, there are other cantrips, but
what ones are you casting?
I mean, 6th level, not many. This is the problem that goes back to the same thing, the potent cantrips with the clerics we've been talking about. I mean, that's at 8th level, but still, you're 6th level wizard.
I think it's really kind of wild that they thought this was good at this tier. I think as a 2nd level feature, this maybe is interesting. It's not good, but at least you'll use it sometimes. It gives you a reason to use the save-based cantrips. I don't think a single character on this planet is choosing cantrips knowing potent cantrips coming because they expected them to be improved. You're just taking Firebolt, right? Like if you're taking Evocation Wizard, I would bet you're playing Wizard for one of the first times. And in that instance, you just take the prescribed stuff or the stuff that fits your character's themes. And if you're taking the prescribed stuff, the stuff that's like, oh, very obviously the options that an average wizard takes, you're taking Firebolt, you're taking Toll the Dead, you're taking the options that are like the attack roll that does the damage, that hits things. Ray of Frost, even, right? You're a Ray of Frost apologist. That one works, not with Potent Cantrip.
Yeah, I mean, most of the saves they're doing are for the other effects.
Yeah.
This does nothing for that.
Nothing whatsoever. And you're like, oh, joy, now my Frostbite has gone from doing 4 damage to 2 damage, and the only reason I cast it didn't happen.
Yes.
Huzzah. Empowered Evocation, you get a 10th level. So beginning at 10th level, you can add your int mod to any 1 damage roll of a wizard's evocation spell you cast. So you cast a fireball, you int mod to the total roll that happens there. If you cast a Scorching Ray, you add your int mod to one of the 3 rays. Not all 3.
Yeah, this is what topping out at +5 damage?
Yep.
Right. Not impressed there.
No, but hey, brain off, damage go up. And that's not the end of the world, right? If Evoker Wizards are going to cast a lot of damaging spells, this makes all of them moderately better. Like, not like, maybe, like, again, if we look at Fireball's average damage, what, 86 averages to 30 something, right? And if that's like a third, oh god, 5 out of 30 is 1 in 6, which is like a 20 something % improvement. Sure, that's a decent damage bump on every single damage spell you cast for the rest of the time. Why not? Not revolutionary. It doesn't need to be. Again, this definitely screams. All I need to do now is write down somewhere, if I damage things, they take +5. And that's a very easy to digest empowerment for the option. It makes a lot of sense as a new player engagement tool for Wizard, right?
It is that, yes.
Yeah. We had an overchannel. So at 14th level, you can increase the power of your simpler spells. When you cast a wizard spell of 1st through 5th level that deals damage, you can deal maximum damage with that spell. I love that text. The first time you do so, you suffer no adverse effects. If you use this feature again before you finish a long rest, you take 2d12 necrotic damage for each level of the spell. Immediately after you cast it. Each time you use this feature again before finishing a long rest, the necrotic damage per spell level increases by a d12.
That's rough.
It ignores resistance immunity. So you get one of these. You get once per long rest of these.
You get 2.
You get right, fair. You get 2. I think it's really funny that they didn't just give you a flat damage rate, but like, yeah, if you cast a 5th level spell, you're just gonna die. Like 6d12 damage is a lot for even a 14th level a 14th level wizard to take. Like 6d12 is averaging 40 damage, and let's see, you're at 14th level, right? What's 14?
Where are you getting 6d12?
That's the damage you take, right? Because it's 2d12 plus a d12 per spell level.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Right? So it's 6d12 damage is how much you're taking. And with no con, a wizard has 50 hit points right now. With a con, let's generously add like a +2 con to this, so you'll see you have 77 hit points. Yeah, you're having your HP to overchannel a 5th level spell. So yeah, you get one of these, or a cheaper one sometimes. You're like, yeah, I can afford to take 3d12 damage. You cast 2nd level Burning Hands maxed or whatever, right? I like to push your luck here. I like it a lot, especially in like once per long rest kind of encounters. I think it can be fun. The base level of just being like maximizing 5th level fireball is gonna feel cool. You'd be like, I don't even need to roll. Just like, what's 10 times 6? Oh, 60. Great. Everything takes 60 damage. No questions asked. That's a lot of damage. It's like doubling the damage of your average fireball. That's powerful. That's useful. The fact that you can use it more is fun. It's a gimmick you'll engage with once or twice and be like, I just killed myself. I should not do this again that way. Or be safer when I do, you know? I like all the things that have about this upper tier feature, honestly.
I'm definitely using this twice a day.
Yeah, and you're gonna die for it. I guarantee it. I would bet money a large percent of the dead evocation wizards that are out there are dead because of overchannel. I would bet money on that.
Well, I like that about it.
Yeah, me too. That's not a knock against it. I love this kind of stuff. All things considered, I don't think getting nothing at 6th or 10th level is good, but I think overchannel and Sculpt spells is fine. I guess nothing. Empowered Evocation is something. Potent Cantrip is not, but it all comes together on a really powerful class anyway. This probably gets a C, right? Like, the overchannel is a fun ability. Sculpt spells is gonna vary table to table. I don't find that much value in it. Some tables might, evidently. It's gonna be like how messy are your encounters probably will change how powerful Sculpt spells is. Potent Cantrips isn't a feature. Don't treat it like one because it's not. And then Empowered Evocation is a passive bump to all wizards. That's fine. You're not doing anything busted. This isn't twinning enchantment spells, not doubling a resource or anything crazy, but you'll have a good time if you want to just blow things up. And that's what this has in the tin. That's a great little option to have.
Let's see. Sculpt spells. See, I'm not as thrilled as you are with the Empowered Evocation.
I'm not thrilled with it. It's just fine.
Yeah. I like Sculpt spells and overchannel. I guess I also like the simplicity.
Yeah.
And that with the Empowered Evocation, I guess I'd go low B.
Yeah. Love to hear it.
All right. That was fun. I think if I was playing a wizard, if I had to play a wizard, I could have fun with this one.
I like that you started if I were to, and then you changed it to if I had to.
Yes, I don't want to play a wizard.
If someone forced me to play a wizard.
I like as simple an option as possible.
Sure.
Yes.
Pro wizard tip out there. I should mention this in more videos. Every spell you don't prepare should be a ritual spell, because then you can cast everything. But anyway, yeah. Hot wizard tip for you at the end of this video.
All right, well, that was the Wizard School of Evocation. Thank you, Sam, and thank you, everyone, for watching. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.